What is the greatest unsolved mystery of all time?
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
The location of Genghis Khan's burial.
As an Australian, what happened to the Beaumont children?
Why do people think it is okay to microwave fish in the break room?
What is on those hard drives that were hidden in that person's ceiling?
D.B. Cooper.
Seen the ones I would have said, so here's another. Zodiac Killer.
How do 2 socks go in the dryer and only one comes out?
But why male models?
The Max Headroom Incident.
What does the fox say?
How, and I mean this with all due respect, how does a person who believes the earth is flat actually find a person willing to produce children with them?
Who is the largest commercial purchaser of glitter?
As a Belgian, I would say the case of the Brabant Killers, or the Bende van Nijvel. It is one of the most prolific true crime rabbit holes in Belgian history.
Not sure if it is the greatest of all time, but was Atlantis real? I need to know.
Harold Holt, Disappearance. Australian Prime Minister went for a swim and vanished without a trace. Such a notable event that a swimming pool was named after him.
Who ate my goddamn leftovers from the fridge?
What will Meatloaf not do for love?
Bronze Age collapse, probably.
We do not know how eels reproduce.
What was Willis talking about?
I love unsolved mysteries, but one that always gets me is the murder of Missy Bevers. She was killed in the early morning at a church that she taught yoga at. Security footage from the church showed the murderer roaming the halls of the church all night, but that is not what is weird. What is weird is that the murderer was dressed head to toe in police riot gear. It is the weirdest and eeriest video footage and is just unsettling. There are lots of theories, but her murder has never been solved, and I believe there has not even been a real suspect in the case.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near?
Why does it always take 3 tries to plug a USB connector?
Amelia Earhart.
Malaysia Airlines.
What happens when we die?
The whereabouts of Shelly Miscavige.
The Fermi Paradox. It is the discrepancy between the lack of conclusive evidence of advanced extraterrestrial life and the apparently high likelihood of its existence. You can go down one hell of a YouTube rabbit hole delving into the possible answers to why we have not found aliens yet.
Voynich Manuscript for me. As an anthropologist with a passion for linguistics, it is baffling that we do not really know what it is.
What happened to the McCann Girl? Parents.
Brazil, 1986. 6 red dots cover the skies, much to the amazement of people. A few years on, animals keep turning up dead with 3 holes in them and all their organs sucked out, missing one of every pair of organs. 2 years later, a human body turns up dead in the same manner, but police cover it up and make it look like a mafia killing. The truth is hidden for 6 years until in 1994, one man gets access to these files and releases them to the public. There is a high chance the 6 red dots and the killings have a connection, and it could be aliens. I have forgotten a good part of the story now, but you can read it all here, at the links provided for the Virginia UFO Incident and 1986 Brazilian UFO Incident.
What is Przybylski's star?
Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum Heist. I watched A Drunk History, and my favorite theory is that some guy in Southie just has those paintings tacked on his wall.
Why is there something rather than nothing? Seriously, not just why do we exist? That is small time. The real question is, why does anything exist? Why is there matter? Why is energy a thing? Why are the laws of physics a thing? There is no satisfactory answer no matter what you believe. Science? Where did all this matter and energy come from? I know the surface answer is the Big Bang. But why? What was before that? And what caused it? Religion of any sort? Okay. God or gods created all of existence as we know it. Where did they come from? Why do they exist? What was before them? What made them?
For me, it is the fact that a big company like Reddit has the worst video player ever to play video.
Where was Gondor when the Westfold fell?
Where I went when I was declared a missing person.
Where is Jimmy Hoffa?
Why I read Reddit every day.
Who let the dogs out?
Roanoke Colony disappearance.
What is dark matter?
Greatest being subjective, it is going to be different for everyone. For me, it is this. Voynich Manuscript. Been fascinated by it for decades.
Who killed John Benet Ramsey?
Oak Island. But the original story was pretty phenomenal. There is this deep human-made hole with timber every 10 feet that was rigged to flood if you did not approach it in the right way. And because of that ocean source of flooding, they simply cannot get to the bottom. I guess I will go watch an episode or two to find out whether or not they actually tried that. I mean, there has got to be something down there.
Area 51 and who shot JFK?
What happened 4,000 to 5,000 years ago that pretty much ended the Mediterranean civilizations in the East? There is like 1,000 years of missing written history.
What is consciousness?
Jack the Ripper.
Why did it take 3.1 billion years to go from single-celled organisms to an explosion of complex multicellular life?
How is it that when arranged into a certain specific configuration, matter becomes self-aware?